Maple Street was quiet most of the year, but on Halloween night everything changed. Kids ran from house to house, their laughter echoing off the old brick buildings. Porch lights flickered orange, plastic skeletons swayed in the wind. And at the very end of the street stood the Burrows house. Its door hadn't been opened in years. Nobody lived there now, not since the night Mrs. Burrows disappeared. People said she answered a knock on Halloween night and never came back. Every year since, the same thing happened. At midnight, the door would creak open by itself. Slowly, like it was remembering something. Most people stayed away. But this year, 17-year-old Cole decided he wanted proof. He told his friends he was going to film it. They called him stupid, said the story was just old town rumor. Cole didn't care. He needed views. So, on Halloween night, while the rest of the neighborhood partied, Cole walked alone toward the Burrows house. The air was colder than it should have been. The wind didn't blow, but leaves scraped across the sidewalk anyway. He set his phone on a tripod across the street, pointed right at the front door. The porch light flickered once, even though the house had no power. Cole muttered, "Perfect timing." He pressed record and checked the clock. 11:47, 13 minutes to midnight. Somewhere nearby, a dog started barking, then stopped all at once. The silence was thick. Too thick. Even the trick-or-treaters had gone home. Cole sat on the curb, waiting. He scrolled through his phone to pass the time. At 11:58, the air changed. Every sound vanished. No wind, no insects, no distant cars. Just the slow creak of old wood deep inside the Burrows house. He looked up. The doorknob was turning. At first he thought it was his imagination. But then the metal latch clicked. The door opened an inch. Cold air rolled out, white and heavy like breath on glass. Cole whispered, "It's happening." The temperature dropped so fast that frost crawled across the windows. He stood, aiming the camera closer. Inside the doorway was nothing but blackness. Not the kind of dark you see at night. This was alive. Something was moving inside, just beyond the frame. A shape, tall and thin, like a shadow that forgot how to stay flat. Cole stepped closer. The boards beneath him groaned. From the darkness, something scraped. Claws against the floor. He tried to zoom in, but his phone glitched. The screen went static, the camera flashing between red and white noise. And then it appeared. It didn't walk. It unfolded. A long, spidery shape, bending backward with joints that cracked like glass. It had no mouth, but it smiled. Somehow it smiled. Two glowing eyes blinked from deep inside its skull, pale as headlights in fog. Cole stumbled backward, whispering, "Oh my God." The thing moved toward him, one arm reaching out, the fingers impossibly long. They dragged across the wooden porch, leaving black burn marks behind. Cole's phone vibrated, buzzing uncontrollably in his pocket. He pulled it out. The screen showed his own face on camera. But behind him, in the frame, the creature was already standing. He turned. Nothing there. He turned back to the phone. Now the door was shut again. The house looked normal. No lights, no movement, no sound. Cole laughed nervously. "Guess that's it then." He walked up to the porch to grab his tripod, but when he reached for it, he noticed something under the door. A slip of old paper, folded 3 times. He picked it up. It was damp and smelled like dirt. On the paper were 4 words written in red ink. "It's your turn now." He dropped it immediately, heart pounding. Then he heard it. A low, wet breathing sound from behind the door. Slow, inhuman. The doorknob twitched. Once. Twice. Cole grabbed his camera and ran. The next morning, the Burrows house was silent again. Only the front door was open, all the way this time. Cole's tripod was gone. His phone was found in the street, still recording. When police opened the footage, it showed the empty house, quiet for 10 minutes. Then the door slammed shut on its own. And just before the video ended, a whisper came through the speaker. A voice, deep, distorted, layered, said, "See you next Halloween." No one saw Cole again. But on October 31st, the video on his YouTube channel uploaded by itself. Title: The Halloween Door Opens Itself. The thumbnail showed Cole's reflection, smiling into the darkness, and something tall, thin, and faceless standing just behind him.